Welcome to Nehkagrata. I'm your host, Marco Tenuto, sitting here with the founder, Neha Bhatia. Today we're going to be going over Groom Within, Shine Outside, after we've just finished our first 3 modules, so here we're in module 4. The last one that we did was Discover Your Milestones. It's a very important module, so please go back to that video and watch if you haven't had a chance yet. Thanks for coming here, Neha.
Thank you, Mark.
We're here at the Ganga View Cafe, enjoying a really beautiful view of Rishikesh, along with some drinks. So, Neha, you've been in the glam business as a host for 7 years, right? Why is it important to groom within and not just the outside?
You know, Mark, I have been in the business for so many years, yet sometimes I feel that grooming within is a process that has no limit. It is unlimited. Shine, when you want to groom outside, when you want to bring out your personality, there can still be a limit, but there's no limit to grooming within. And when you start to groom within, you start to balance your life. In the business that I have been, I have experienced a lot of emotional changes, emotional imbalances also, because when we look at other people, and if they are shining more, let's say from the outside, let's not even talk about what's happening inside in their mind, but when we look at them and they're shining outside, we start to compare. That is one of the most important thing that happens in our business, in the glam business, either as an anchor or as an actor or as a model. We compare a lot. What is so good in her, or why is she or he better? Especially this comes in the with the girls, with the females. And after a little while, the most important emotion that builds up is the ego. The ego of who you are. Okay, I am Neha Bhatia, and for example, even if I walk in the market, I am anchor Neha Bhatia. We start to label ourselves. We having food, we enter a nice restaurant, and we want to be respected. We want to be given the same respect that's been given on the stage, or maybe on the in the shoot, or maybe on the television screen. And sometimes when we don't get it, that's the time when we start to feel that we are not aligned with ourselves, and there is something wrong. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay, so if there's a time of struggle, say an actor is out of work, or a person is in debt, or a person is simply having trouble finding a job, is it possible to maintain the right mentality and hold true to within?
Yeah, see, understand that one of the most important, another most important emotion, rather I would say, is jealousy. This jealousy also sort of comes up. Why are people doing this, and why am I not able to do this much, and even if I am trying my best, why is he or she is getting more work, And when you talk about the money and the stability, that naturally will hamper your stability, will hamper your peace of mind. No matter you go to the gym, no matter you do whatever you want to, but if you are not constantly grooming within as a person, as an identity, not just an identity of an anchor or an actor or a model, but there is somebody inside you who's asking for your attention as well. It's not just these 3 identities. Like you're sitting here with me right now, you are carrying an identity of a host. When you go to your parents, you're carrying an identity of a son. When you're working there in a particular company, you're carrying an identity of an employee. So basically, it is not that you're changing the identity, you are just expanding your identity. And what happens in our business is we start to get a lot attached with the identity, especially in this business. We get a lot attached with this identity, and when we don't get that respect, sometime in our life, maybe because of our own reasons, as I always say, we are the master of our own world. So that's the time when this attachment doesn't come, when there is a lot of attachment, rather I would say, we start to experience a lot of imbalance in our life. And then we're not able to attract money. Money is one of the most important thing of this business, It's about maintaining yourself as well.
Yeah, it's interesting that you bring these points up, because where I'm from, the United States, we have a problem in Hollywood where a child will become a successful actor as from a young age, and they're only taught to groom outside, not internally. What are some of the dangers that can happen if one only grooms externally and doesn't pay attention to what's on the inside?
Right, in one of the videos I must have mentioned that according to science, we tend to lose our self-image by the age of 8 to 10, because we are always creating some patterns within us. And when we are young, when we are, when we are growing, rather, I would say, we are actually getting or absorbing all that what the environment is giving us, all that the parents or teachers are giving us. So we don't have our own control. And that is an age where ideally we shouldn't, or we don't have any control, because we don't know much about it. And then a time comes, Mark, when after a couple of years, let's say when you're at 25, 30, then you want to go travel the world because you want to explore yourself. Why are you trying to find yourself? Even if you have achieved so much of fame, so much of success, why still you go and take a break? Because there is an identity that is always asking for your attention.
So Neha, what are the benefits of expanding the identity?
Expanding the identity, that's again, you're asking me a question wherein I have to make you sit and make you experience that.
Okay.
But let me give you an example here. We're sitting around the Ganga here, right? And you have been seeing this river moving. And when I look at this river, when I look at Ganga, the way it moves, it's always moving. It is not reacting to what people are saying about it. Either people are appreciating it, or people are saying bad about it. Whatever people are saying, it is not being affected. It is just moving. It is always in the moment, always in the moment. And it doesn't know that it is Ganga, right? It doesn't know that. It is not carrying a label, a big board that I am Ganga. And when it reaches the ocean, that is its main destination, its identity is lost.
Yes.
And that time also, we don't know where is Ganga out there. Right?
Right.
So, what I'm trying to say over here is expand your identity, yet become identity-less.
Okay. So, it seems like this could be a long process, finding the identity. It seems to me like there's a lot of work that needs to be done around the world. A lot of people who probably don't grasp this idea or haven't put the time in. Do you think it's possible that everyone can grasp, control, and expand their identity?
My God, Mark has many questions, but okay. So what you're saying is that is it possible to change the identity immediately, transforming?
Hanji.
So let me tell you, Mark, here, it is not at all difficult. People are afraid of other people's opinion. People are afraid of other people's acceptance. It's very easy. Just simply, you have to just change your identity in a second. It doesn't take much time,
Yes.
And now what people will say, let them say.
Yes.
But are you ready for the identity change or not? That would matter the most.
Yes.
Transformation is not in 10 years, 5 years. But yes, it's here, moment to moment.
Moment to moment. Yeah. Wow. Thank you, Neha, for showing us this example, for the inspiration, and for inspiring me to continue to keep going and find my identity.
Sure.
Now, anyone who's curious about their identity, wants to grow, wants to expand, wants to remain true to themselves, as well as contributing to the world, subscribe to Nehkagrata, get in touch, and join a class. Thanks so much. I'll see you next time.